Welcome back, you little devils, to Marvel Midnight Suns for our 100th episode. Very fitting that we end. Well, actually, we're not going to end the series on 100. I really wish we could. But, to my understanding, if you complete all 4 DLCs, there is a Super Secret Squirrel extra bonus finale mission. So I think we're going to be getting onto that one now. If I understand this correctly. Perhaps we will kill Dracula.
You can sleep in my room tonight, Dahlia.
What? No, I don't want to kick you out of your own space.
Don't worry about it. I can sleep in limbo.
I'm guessing there's no point in arguing with you.
Nope.
You're smart. Try to get some rest. You need it.
In a bit. There's something I need to do first.
I also want to point out there's still like 5 to 6 empty rooms still for the Abbey, so,
Could you stop by later, Hunter? We should talk.
yeah. Oh, I forgot to look up the...
Made her own path. Her idea is a good one.
One less group for the vampires to terrorize. Dracula's days are numbered.
I would like to hang out with Morbius, except that's a fresh one, so I need the next level of Storm.
You can grab a coffee and pet a cat in the same shop. It's pretty great.
It is quite fantastic. Cat cafes are probably like the best thing ever. And then they've expanded it to have like dog cafes, raccoon cafes. There might even be a fox cafe. I don't remember them all. I know I've seen a lot though. And each of them are amazing.
You have called yourself a leader many times.
I've been in the position where I needed to make decisions for a team.
I'm sure you have made many tough
Potato,
calls.
potato.
I do what I can with the information I have. The same could be said of you.
You are right. Knowing what the right thing to do is tricky.
I always go with my gut.
Has it ever been wrong?
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
But it's not the end of the world. Maybe
Except
in
when
the
it
case
is.
of your mother it is, but special circumstances.
Have you ever made a mistake?
Always.
Who hasn't?
Right?
Nobody is perfect. I've made my fair share of mistakes, and have done my best to learn from them. Does it always work? No. I am curious to hear how you handle failure.
Move forward,
Failure is
right?
inevitable. I like to acknowledge my
Shit
wrongs
happens.
and then take actions to make sure it doesn't happen again.
The important thing is not making the same mistake twice.
Yes.
Yes. Or else nothing has been learned.
I find that a nice relaxing drink also helps to take the sting away.
Yeah, it does
Give
help,
yourself
yes.
some credit, Hunter. You're doing just fine.
Oh, I didn't pick up any new stuffs. I don't think they would appreciate that one. For the most scientifically minded readers. No. I know she really liked the last one that I gave her, which I actually don't remember what it was. I think it was music. Dealing with difficult coworkers. Growing up with trauma, that's a little on the nose, but sure, why not? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. They're both rares, right? Yeah.
You picked well.
Loved it. Nice. Cool. So that's 14? 13. That's a good boost. Magic. Magic. That's not magic. Who the fuck are you? Is that magic? Just wanted to say, you look stupid old right now. And what are you doing in this bed that you just offered to her?
How do you feel?
Aside from the obvious, I'm alright.
You're also still
Although
purple.
I've noticed my abilities don't feel the same. I don't know how to describe it, but it's,
Darker?
yeah. How did you...
I have darkness within me too. I understand what it is like.
I don't want it to linger. control me. How do you deal with it?
Don't be afraid.
Do not be scared of the darkness. It is not evil. It serves to balance out the light in you.
It's kind of hard not to think of darkness as big and scary and bad.
Because that is what we are taught.
Right?
You will learn to harness and control the darkness, just as you do the light.
Okay. Well, when you put it that way, it sounds less intimidating.
You are not corrupt, and this new feeling will serve to guide you.
Thanks. That makes me feel better. You know, I'm actually surprised that you all came to rescue me.
Why?
Don't get me wrong, I'm totally glad that you did. It was just unexpected.
What is next for you, Dahlia?
Honestly, I don't know. But for the first time in my life, I get to choose. Everything is up in the air, but, you know, I'm taking it day by day.
Glad to hear you're improving. And I just looked it up. The voice actress is Gideon Adlon, and while her voice sounds vaguely familiar, I have no idea who that person is. I even looked up career history,
I'm
and
still
not a
free to
clue.
talk if you have more questions.
I don't even remember asking questions.
Has your opinion of Storm changed?
I was really unkind to her in the sewer.
Yes, very.
I spoke out of anger, and I regret it.
The words
This
you
is
spoke
misdirected
held no
anger,
truth.
too.
Yes. And no. It's complicated. But Storm showed up when it mattered. She cares about me and the Morlocks, and she showed it.
You should tell her this.
I plan on it.
How do you feel about leaving the orphanage?
Conflicted. On one hand, I hated it. Every day was a reminder that I didn't belong. But I was surrounded by kids who felt the same way, and we became a family.
You miss your friends.
I do. Leaving them behind sucked. But once I learned about the Morlocks, I knew I needed to help.
Then you found another new family.
I'm forever grateful they took me in.
What are your thoughts on the Morlocks?
They're my family. They took me in, and we cared for each other. We're all mutants just trying to get by.
They are not wary of you?
Why would they
They
be?
were at first. They thought I was one of the X-Men. But once they saw I wanted to help, we built up trust.
Is
As if the X-Men don't want to help.
Morlocks are used to being outcasts because of the way they look. There's a misunderstanding between the two groups, you know.
Have you reconsidered Storm's offer?
I was worried about this question. I have no idea.
That's
That
fair.
is okay. You do not need to know right now.
There's still so much about the X-Men I don't know about, and I can't just leave the Morlocks behind.
I am sure you will figure something out.
Me too.
See you later, Dahlia.
I hope so. Yes?
See you later,
Just-
Dahlia.
Clearing the thought bubble over your head. I don't know if that's an OCD thing, but it bugs me to no end that the game still hasn't fixed that. All right. Hooligans attack Bronx nursing home. What has the world come to when we can't keep our elders safe? They say hooligans, and my intel says vampires. Potato, potato. Oh no, Mima Chantel. Don't worry, no one was hurt. We can learn a few things from their security system. But also, is that a real person? Of course. That you care about? They don't call me the Merc with a heart for nothing. No one calls you that. Does she know who you are? Yes, her grandson, Andrew, who likes to wear red and loves a weekly dose of her green bean casserole. That actually doesn't totally make a whole lot of sense. Oh, she's blind probably or something. Oh, is that the lady that they show in Deadpool, the Ryan Reynolds movie? I just had a thought that might interest you as well. We should talk when you have a moment. I always have moments.
A word?
Yes.
I'm listening.
I wanted to apologize. I'm afraid I came off a bit cold when we last spoke.
Did you? Oh, yeah.
I thought giving a cold shoulder was part of your plan.
If I wanted to turn you into a popsicle, I could.
Oh, thanks.
That is not my intention.
Wait, no, I don't want to be the popsicle. I want the
You
popsicle.
are speaking literally.
That's a conversation that will have to wait.
I see you are still hesitant in sharing parts of yourself.
I'm not trying to keep secrets, but I don't want to alarm anyone.
Why would it be alarming?
Hypothetically speaking, how would you feel if others learned that you could cause a hurricane if you became too upset?
I would almost feel unstoppable.
Ah, but you have to remember that power comes with a cost.
True.
As a leader, the last thing I want is for my team to think I am unable to keep myself under control.
Also true.
Are you not tired of suppressing yourself?
No. Having control keeps everyone safe. Let's leave it at that. I go into detail, but
You do not trust me yet.
keep doing what you're doing, and I'm sure we'll get there.
How thoughtful. Storm attacks and heroic attacks have a 10% chance to open. Oh my god, yes! So when I get... Alright, what do you got for me?
Don't ask me how many times Iron Man has asked me to charge his phone.
Probably every time he sees you.
Dahlia left this morning for Xavier's school.
You do
Oh,
not sound
yay.
surprised.
She's got the safety of her Morlocks to consider. With so many X-Men out for the Shi'ar Brood War, there's space.
The Morlocks were invited as well?
Yes.
Nice.
Magic ferried everyone to the school. They'll be
Nice!
secure until the vampire threat is eradicated.
I'm sure Dahlia is happy they were able to join her.
It was her idea. She proposed the X-Men and the Morlocks share space at Xavier's school to better understand one another.
Nice! So we like to see. Teamwork makes the dream work.
She had a good role model to learn from.
No, this was all her. She came to this decision despite my missteps.
Yeah, but
So, what are your plans?
she wouldn't have come to that if it wasn't for you, though.
You went out of your way to help me. It is only right that I return the favor.
Mm-hmm.
I will remain at the Abbey until your fight with Lilith is over.
Appreciate it, but it is kind of over already. Blowing the doors off Dracula's Vampire Conspiracy. Investigation Day 2. Peter wants to help. Blah. Alright, fine. I guess it wouldn't hurt to have another set of eyes on things. Investigation Day 3. Woke up this morning and heard a noise in the hall, but no one was there. I'm already being spied on. Who can I trust? Answer: no one. Investigation Day 5. It's worse than I thought. One of my contacts tells me that several well-established world leaders are secretly vampire sleeper agents. Blade assures me that there is no such thing as an electronic vampire detector, but I don't think he was really taking me seriously. Might have to do some continued poking. Investigation Day 8. Big breakthrough! I found a guy who's training dogs to sniff out vampire pheromones. Investigation Day 9. That dog thing was a huge waste of time. Things to research. Can you stake vampire blood cells? Can you stake vampire blood cells? What does that mean? What do you mean, stake a vampire's blood cells? Who makes Dracula's... Really? That's a big concern of yours? Who makes his coffins? Does he eat... What? What's a coffin cake? Does he eat coffin cake in the morning? Does he mean coffee cake? Talk to Magic about bringing in a few tons of dirt from the cemetery through the portal. Have you ever seen a vampire wearing a hat? No. Why is that? It has to mean something. Something feels off about that last day. My guy.
Thankfully, black goes with everything.
Very true.
Eddie, I found your notebook.
What? Oh, that's incredible. Where was it?
In your room.
Huh. Really? That seems fishy. Why would it be there?
Because it is your room?
Yeah, which is why it would be the perfect place for someone to leave it after they read it. Hey, you didn't read it, did you?
Why would I do that? Where you would look like a fucking psychopath?
Of course not.
Right on. Thanks, Hunter.
Okay. Ooh, the final chapter. A new story mission is now available on the Mirror Table. This mission to end the vampire threat once for all may be taken at any time. Okay. So in this instance then, I guess I will pause here. Oh, I have to. Cool. So we're gonna pause, and I will try to max out everyone before heading on to this final mission. So the next time you see...
My childhood was terrible, Hunter. Tell me something good about yours.
I enjoyed exploring the grounds around the Abbey, chasing animals, and getting into sword fights with small trees.
Oh, I remember those days.
Sometimes I wish I could go back in time. I may have been a sickly child, but life seemed simpler.
It's because you're young and don't understand.
Things only seemed simple because you were a kid. The adults around you undoubtedly had many worries.
None of the adults around me worried about Dracula or the coming of an ancient elder god.
No, not
If they
particularly.
had known better, they would have.
Very well. But being a child suddenly feels
Right.
easier.
No responsibilities.
Doctor, do you ever think about having kids yourself?
Intriguing.
Can
I
you?
don't even know if I'm capable of such a thing anymore. But if I was, I would want to ensure that my spawn were not afflicted with my condition.
No problem.
What about you?
I feel...
I would also not want my spawn to be inflicted with your condition.
Oh, but come on. They would probably be cute little spawn.
I love these conversations sometimes. The jokes are pretty good. Let's see. What? I don't know if you would like meat candies. Sure.
That was, I believe the word is fun.
It was fun. All right. Did I get another outfit?
Hunter, do you know what claustrophobia is?
Yes.
Does that have to do with the magical man who gives children gifts?
What?
No, that's Santa Claus. I'm talking about a phobia. It's a fear attached to a specific thing. Are you scared of anything?
Nope. Not particularly. Neither of those. But if it had to be one, the ocean.
Large bodies of water where I cannot see the bottom.
The ocean. She is fierce and mighty and worthy of respect.
It is unnerving how we know more of our solar system than we do of the sea.
It's true.
The endless
I
depths.
can never understand why the natural world is seen as mundane by the people who live within it. But being scared is different than having a phobia.
Then what is this phobia of yours?
It's a fear of small, enclosed spaces. Phobias come from trauma. And if we're put in the position where our phobia is present,
Does it though?
it's hard to function.
I know some people that haven't been traumatized by certain things, and they are
Thankfully, I've been
literally
able to
like deathly
overcome
afraid
it.
of
It took many years of
typically
work and
spiders.
failure,
I do know a
but I
couple of
did it.
arachnophobes, but it was thankfully. Will it come back? That is a possibility.
I cannot imagine the fortitude it took to overcome such a
But
hardship.
we need hearts.
I was put
Yes.
in a position where it was my fear or the safety of my team. Sometimes being under extreme pressure works.
Exposure therapy.
Still, it is a feat you should be proud of.
I appreciate the sentiment. I just thought you should be aware of my past phobia.
Thank you for telling me.
Just know that it won't impact the team.
Okay. Yay, an X-Men.
That
Light?
was the most fun I've had in ages.
Rude. Are you even an X-Men? How do you not like your own comic? 23 subway lines evacuated due to an unknown threat. National Guard forces are reportedly on site. Hydra? Lilith? Could be another rat overpopulation like the shutdown of 2017. Close. It's the other feral creatures. I tapped into the police radio. And yeah, vampires. Thank goodness. Wait! What? We know what to do with vampires. But rats? Have you seen those things carry a slice of pizza? They're one determined rat away from figuring out how to unlock a computer, and then it's game over. Pretty impressive facility Sin had there. It also looks like everything was up to code. Are you insinuating something? We're up to code. The Stark code is not an official code. Exactly, it's better. And as you know, we had no lasting injuries. Wait a minute. The lasting part is key. There's always a risk when mixing hocus pocus with state-of-the-art safe technology. But if Dr. Spooky healed you, we're all good. Which, classic. Who needs OSHA when you have Dr. Spooky? Hunter, do you remember what you've asked me before? I'm ready to answer your question. Oh, yay, I'm ready to hear it.
I are pretty similar.
Correct. We are both humans with extraordinary abilities.
Mm-hmm.
I meant outside of our status as heroes. You and I are both leaders.
I do not consider myself a leader.
No need.
Even
for
though we gave a
honesty.
huge speech.
You do
No big
a
deal.
lot for the Midnight Suns.
Mhm.
I don't need to tell you
I-
that being the
technically
head of
I
the
do
team
everything, but
means a lot of
almost everything.
responsibility.
80%.
Do you ever feel pressure to act or lead in a certain way?
Nope.
Make the executive decisions on how to lead around here. I do not feel pressure from anyone.
Well, the confidence you have in yourself is admirable.
I may take
Not relate.
suggestions, but no pressure.
Maybe. Despite what anyone says, I believe we're all just winging it and playing it off as confidence because we have to.
Potato, potato.
Sounds like you were speaking from experience just now.
I forget how perceptive you are. I've had to keep my emotions in check for a long time, even before joining the X-Men. It's been hard to unlearn.
That's unfortunate.
When you say you need to keep them in
I
check,
feel like I'm kind of in that
what
same
does
boat.
that mean?
Although I do
need
have
to make sure I'm aware of
some
how I
issues,
feel
obviously,
100%
if
of
you
the
watch
time.
some of my
I have
videos.
tools to keep me grounded, just in case.
But for the
Do
most part,
you
I feel
have
like I'm in
anything
check.
like that?
I could say meditation. I do enjoy meditation. I have an app for it. It's guided. I love it. But ooh, talking to a friend. We need points
I find
here.
that talking to someone I trust always helps me find my center.
Also, an accurate
Good option. It's
accurate
a
option.
shame there isn't a therapist on call around the app. That would save us a world of trouble when it comes to our mental health.
We could always get one. I'm sure there's a hero
Put it
that
on our
also
wish
has
list
a
for
therapy
caretaker to
degree,
consider.
psychology.
Ask her to make Charlie a therapy dog, too. That way, we could sneak her extra treats.
Nice, excellent
Staying in
plan.
control is crucial for me. If I ever seem guarded around you, don't take it to heart.
When you lose control, that affects your powers?
Something
Doesn't it
like
affect
that.
us all?
Let's just say that when I'm stable, so is the weather and everything around me. I'll save the details for later.
I am looking forward to it.
You truly are a great hero. I must be rubbing off on you. I have something to share with you when you are free. For you? Right now.
Doctor,
He's
I do
busy.
not
Let's
see
go.
a medical journal in your hand.
What?
Are you relaxing?
Blasphemy.
Yes, it was finally time for a break. As they say in my home country, Pame Volta. I'm taking a stroll.
Where are you from originally?
Nafplio. It is a beautiful coastal city in the Peloponnese in Greece. You should visit sometime.
The only thing I know about Greece is from listening to my mother's tales about gods and multi-headed monsters.
Accurate.
But you see, the real Greece is even more magical than any of Homer's epics. You Odyssey it for yourself.
I see Peter has rubbed off on you, Doctor. Your pun game is improving.
I
Significantly.
may be relaxing, but I have to keep my mind active.
If Greece really is that magical, what drove you to leave?
My childhood was good, but it was not easy. My disease often prevented me from going outside, and my social interaction was limited. After university, I continued my research to find a cure for my affliction. For that, I had to follow the money out of the country.
That's unfortunate.
Did you ever catch the money?
Some of it, but gaining proper funding was always a battle. I wish I had access to Tony's financial planners back then.
Tony does not need to
I
chase
think
money.
I'm sure everyone
Seems to run
wishes
to
they had Tony's financial planners.
Thinking on the past conjures painful memories, Hunter. It's funny. The more I try to run from my past, the more I realize that my fortunes haven't changed.
What do you mean?
I cured a blood disease, only to trade it for a blood obsession. I'm still
Fair.
hideously disfigured, and I remain a shut-in
Debatable.
who endlessly pores over books.
True. You're not trapped though.
Your past does not dictate your future. You can break this cycle.
I appreciate that, Hunter. We have a word for people like you back in Greece, Hunter. It's Philos.
Why does the word sound familiar?
What does that mean?
Friend.
Ah. That explains it. I had a Greek buddy when I was in the military. Fill the hunger meter by playing 2 cards. Attack, heroic, and counter attack abilities apply 2 bleed while bloodlust. Ooh, 2 bleed instead of 1 now? Nice. Excellent. Pool lounging, exploring the grounds, or meditation. Probably exploring the grounds. Ooh, yeah, check out the super crypt.
Your mother may
Greenhouse.
be one of the greatest challenges I have ever faced.
She is a formidable foe, but I have faith we will prevail.
We have prevailed, and honestly having these 4 would be so much easier too.
What unnerves me the most is
Actually, not
her
really.
ability to control
The first half is easy
others
enough. The
against
second
their
half
will.
is already
Ask Wanda what it is like.
limited to
Yes,
certain
she
characters
could
already,
like
and that's
some
the difficult part.
insight, but what do you think? What does it feel like to be under Lilith's control?
It must be like being held down against your will.
I have gotten good at repressing my own urges. But to have someone else repress my entire self, that sounds unreal.
And super
No.
unfortunate.
I have a similar ability to hypnotically charm others.
So you can control people against their will?
It is a bit taxing for me, and anyone with a strong sense of will can break free of my control. But yes, though now I wonder what my victims experience.
Huh. Are you hypnotizing me? Ooh, you should hypnotize Lilith.
I wonder if you could control my mother. Make her do a silly dance.
I'm sure your mother would break
Hey,
free
we got a
of my
joke to land
control
finally.
immediately.
Could be worth a shot.
Yes, but if you really want me to mesmerize her into dance, you should see me move these hips to a Latin beat.
Can't tell if you're messing with me or not. Metaphile, probably not. Snack box, luxury bites, maybe, but I don't think he's going to be the snacking type of person. I feel like I had an item that I specifically prepped for him. Aha! Human anatomy. Excellent.
I really needed that after our last battle.
Your buddy, Venom wants to talk, and I wouldn't mind the company. You around? Like, Venom wants to... specifically Venom wants to speak to me?
Sure, the dorms are cramped, but it's better than the rat-infested sewers I've spent more than a few nights in.
Yeah, significantly, I would bet so. Do you miss your furry friends?
I could bring you a few rats if it would make you feel more at home.
We don't want them eating some mystical artifact and transforming into a rat kaiju.
That'd be pretty cool, actually.
Are you sure? That could be a powerful ally against the vampires.
Right?
I don't need the competition. If there's an artifact like that, I call dibs on eating it. Hunter, can I ask you something?
That is
Sure.
the only question you do not have to ask me.
Fair.
Okay. Well, how do you do it? How do you balance the pull between light and dark?
I mean, that's the real one, but we do like the joke. Yoga is very nice.
Stretching exercises help. Oh, and comfy pants.
Yes.
Fine. Don't tell me.
I'm sorry. Comfy
It's not
pants
all
really
joke.
changes your mood.
Small comforts can make a big difference.
Exactly.
I'm not like some of these other heroes. I'm no Captain America.
No one's
Some
asking you to
days-
be Captain America.
I don't even think I'm a Spider-Man.
I had not noticed.
Those heroes often do what is right, even if that means letting their greatest foe live.
Mm-hmm.
I understand. You prefer to eat a foe's brains for breakfast.
Actually, I prefer chocolate chip pancakes and hash browns.
Ooh,
Brains are a dinner food. My point is,
that sounds delicious now. I'm
I
hungry.
feel a darkness inside that I
I'm
can't
gonna make some
escape.
chocolate chip pancakes now.
But I can focus that hate
Ooh,
and
and
point it
Kodiak
toward
mix.
those who deserve it. Those who would hurt innocent lives.
A moment ago, it sounded like you actually admire Spider-Man.
Spider-Man has caused me more pain and frustration than almost anyone. But he fights to save innocent lives. As much as I sometimes want to see him suffer, I know this world needs him.
Can't knock him. He's a good person.
Oh, Venom and Spider-Man sitting in a tree.
Oh, come on, are we in kindergarten? How do you even know that?
Actually, that's a good question. How do I know that?
Deadpool.
Ah.
But
That makes
his
sense.
tree song involved Carol and Blade.
Why am I always the last to hear about this stuff?
I mean, you missed the
Thanks to my
whole
other-
campaign, my guy.
I don't often feel the need for companionship. But you're all right, Hunter.
The feeling is mutual.
I don't
glad
think
to
any
know
of
you
this
will not
conversation
eat
would
my
change
brain
if you played this in the middle of the campaign,
Of
but
course
still.
not. I had half a loaf
It'd be really
yesterday.
cool if you did. Where'd you get the brain? Hold up. No. Brain Buffet is the name of the skill? Let's go. Here's not the name of the mission. Oh man, if Brain Buffet is the name of the skill, this is great.
Seems like you can't get enough of me. I'm just having fun.
Oop, there it is. Assimilation? Oh, that sounds so nice. Tendril Strike at 7, yes. $6.25. Yeah. So hit that one first. Okay, there we go. Slight deviation. Now, what does a simile do? Oh, what? I thought them being bound had something to do with it. +3 Ravenous. Venom attacks and heroics gain quick, and on KO, draw a Venom attack or heroic card until end of turn. That's it. Everything gains quick? Jesus, okay. Ooh. Oh yeah. I was expecting more. Maybe like a visual change or something. About the 30, 25. Swish. I was hoping for a visual effect like Magic or Spider-Man or everyone actually. But it is a very nice skill. I do like this. Most excellent. Sweet. Wonder what it does when I upgrade it. Oh, what do we have here?
Can't talk long, Hunter. About to transcribe a 4-hour interview.
What?
Is this about your investigation into the new breed vampires?
Yeah. Get this. I talked to a member of the Varney clan.
Really?
I don't know. What?
The Varney line is ancient. Older even than Dracula himself.
What?
Exactly. So as you can imagine, the interview was full of juicy details.
Why does this feel like bull?
I love a scoop. What is the craziest thing you heard?
Here's one. A number of farmers around Cleveland, Ohio have reported that something is preying on their livestock. Rumor is
That's not what I meant.
it's a vampire.
Or at least that's not what I wanted.
Eddie. Seriously?
Hey, I know how it
Someone's never
sounds,
seen the movie Little
but I saw
Vampires.
Photos.
I
Did
hope
you see
there's
the
something
movie?
Better than vampiric livestock.
This feels like a...
Well, here's the real kicker. Originally, I thought Dracula had abandoned his experiments on this new breed because he saw them as inferior. But that might not be the case.
What do you mean?
The vampire I spoke with, who will go nameless due to journalistic integrity, told me that this new breed of vampires have a corrupted or even non-existent soul.
Yeah, that's why Mephisto wants us to deal with it.
Don't you see? You can't kill someone who doesn't have a soul. Dracula planned to raise an unkillable army.
Yeah, we knew that.
I do not understand.
Come on, Hunter. Hey, do rocks have souls? No, and you can't kill a rock.
Even if that made sense, how do you explain the vampires we have already killed?
They're all the defective vampires. Dracula is still trying to perfect the recipe.
I feel like you're a defective vampire.
Keep
Sure.
digging until you have a hole big enough to bury Dracula and all his new breed vampires.
Hey, you don't have to tell me twice. Honestly, you didn't even have to tell me once.
Yeah, that's also kind of a problem. Ooh, reading by the fire? That seems like a new one. Deep conversation might also be good for her. We'll go with that. Oh, I forgot to buy you presents. Oops.
You fostered many relationships in the Abbey.
Yes.
Yep. I don't even remember how many there are in here.
It's nice, isn't it? Building up that camaraderie with your team.
We got at least like 12 people. 15?
Building these friendships is one of the best parts of hero work.
Mine too. Getting to know everyone is a joy.
Yep.
I can say the same for you as well.
I may be antisocial, but
Always
having
the
friends is
flatterer.
nice.
I ask because I wonder if you've ever had to sacrifice a relationship because of otherworldly circumstances.
What kind of circumstances?
Oh, you know, the end of the world, protecting them from a villain, hero stuff.
Are you speaking from experience?
That obvious?
I am, although I don't think it's all that unusual.
Have we? I also don't know much about before his time. I mean, we have glimpses, but...
Does the falling out with my mother count?
I'd say it more than counts.
Oh,
It's
fair
not
enough.
always about romantic relationships.
I have no time for romance.
Ah,
Not when the world's at stake. Even if relationships end, it's always good to cherish the time we spent with people.
yep, yep, yep.
Even if it ended badly?
Yep.
Yes.
It's not the worst thing if a relationship ends badly, it's just more unfortunate.
I
Awesome.
had a fantastic time. Well done.
I'm glad. Roger, are you nearby? I want to run something by you.
You've
Let's
been
go.
incredibly patient with me, Hunter. I think it's time for me to tell you the truth.
You've been lying?
It sounds very ominous when you put it that way.
Very.
As we've discussed before, I'm not used to opening up. But it's important that you know how I work. My emotions influence the weather. If I'm angry enough, I can cause the air around me to turn into gusts of wind.
Right?
If I'm sad, the clouds will fill with water and cause rain.
Mm-hmm.
Do you notice a pattern?
That emotions cause bad things to happen.
Sounds like something I would say as a teenager.
Is it only bad emotions?
Not usually. But since those are what I feel most deeply, it tends to be.
Wow. That is
So what happens when
intense.
you're intensely happy?
How do you deal with it?
Practice.
That does not sound like a way to live.
It is if it keeps my loved ones and my team safe. I need to exercise precise control over my emotions, or else I risk their lives.
I am sorry.
Don't pity me, Hunter.
Right?
I may not be as old as you.
You have nothing to do with it. Why are you sorry?
Isn't that all we can do?
Be better, do more.
There is always something else we can do to improve our situation.
I've tried it all, Hunter. Besides, what we do with our powers and how we react to their quirks is up to us. Sometimes we're dealt a bad hand.
What if we ask for a new hand?
I like the way you think.
Figuratively
but
speaking, not
life
literally.
doesn't work like that.
Thank you for sharing this with me.
I don't know.
I know it was difficult for you.
You deserve to know.
I believe that's called a second chance.
Now I just need a lesson in letting go.
Letting go of your need for control?
Easier said than done, right? Control has always been a constant for me. I can control my feelings if I pause and take a breath. I can control how my team perceives me. I can control the weather. The weather does not control me. Any advice?
Release these notions you
Let
have
it
of yourself.
go.
It is holding you back.
Always easier said than done. You're right, though. The
It
only
still needs to be
person
said
holding
so
me
that you know
back
to
is
do it.
myself.
You can do it. I believe in your capabilities.
Thank you, Hunter. It isn't every day that I'm vulnerable. I appreciate your willingness to stick by me.
That's what we're here for.
We are a team. Of course I am going to be here.
Never change, Hunter.
Storm attacks and heroics have a 10% chance to apply stun. Stun chance increased by 5% for each storm card in hand? That's so nice! That's actually better than I thought it was going to be. Almost done. I appreciate your outlook on life. Things seem less terrible when you're around. Perhaps we could hang together. I regret writing that. I wanted to sound casual, but it doesn't fit me. Still, can you spare some time? I am down to hang.
When I was a child,
We're so
we had a
awkward.
saying, grab an egg and shave it.
What kind of saying is that?
Warrior in Greece?
No, but that is the point. The expression signifies you are faced with an impossible, no-win scenario.
Fair, but
Over the
could you pick
years,
something less weird?
I have been forced to shave a lot of eggs.
maybe there was. That's not really an option for a joke, but
Doing the impossible. Sounds familiar.
that would have been an awkward joke, probably.
You and
I don't want to know what that joke would have been.
avoided death.
Gross.
My point is that I'm constantly fighting impossible odds. And no matter how often I defy the universe, it always twists a knife deeper into my gut.
Equal and opposite reaction. You need some sleep.
Maybe all you need is a Stark brand nano-memory foam mattress for a deeper, more luxurious night's sleep.
What an excellent ad read.
I wish that is all I needed. Wait, is Stark really?
Seems to make everything these days.
Nice. That was a good time for a joke.
Counsel, Hunter. When I'm down, you find a way to make me feel better.
I don't think another joke follow-up is good. How else can I help? That's gonna be a Genie reference. Nah.
That is what teammates are for. We make up for what the other lacks.
Yes, you are like the yin to my yang.
Actually, I was hoping I could be the yang.
Hunter, you can do whatever you want. At the risk of sounding overly sentimental, let me say one last thing. When I first arrived in the Abbey, you had reservations.
To be fair, I needed to respond negatively.
About letting a vampire into your home. I would not have blamed you if you had kept me on a short leash. But you welcomed me into your home and made me feel like a valued member of the team.
I would not have done any of that if you had not proven yourself more than capable both on and off the battlefield.
That's a little more callous than I intended.
Now, you are one of my most trusted allies. Together, maybe the impossible test before us will be a little less daunting.
Late night. Defeat the Whispers of Memory, Infinite. Yes, yes, yes. The usual. Oh? Why do I need quick? 25, 35, 45, 5, 15. Does bonus damage for bleed, got it. And you give me Shadow Strike. So, hopefully this is the right way to go. Gain Bloodlust, which is a very important factor. Apply bleed, so 1, 2, 3. This one was easy. Wait, how much health do you have? You have 30 health, and I need to do 20 health. Yeah, easy peasy. I don't remember that skill. How often have I not used that? Damage an enemy with bleed. Interesting. I feel like that's the first skill that had a prerequisite to even use. For 60 damage, exhaust and applies a bleed. Well, we have bloodlust, so that makes sense. Nice! If only we didn't have the mist form glitch going on. That was still pretty awesome. Uno mas. Just need Storm to be done now. And we can go on to our final mission. Yeah, please be the last one. Oh. Wait, before I do that.
Oh, Hunter, I snapped a great photo of you in action. You're all sorts of kimbos standing over a bunch of bad guys. Is it cool if I submit it to the Daily Bugle?
Sure. Go for it. That sounds fun.
Feeling a bit clumsy up here?
I need 14, I think. Maybe 16. Focus.
I have another weather question.
If you're asking about the forecast, no, it's not going to rain today.
No.
Is that by personal choice or
about
understanding?
the depth of your powers. Are you able to stop natural disasters?
Excellent
What a
question.
good question. The short answer is yes, but the long answer is more complicated.
I think we got time.
I've stopped tsunamis and hurricanes from destroying communities. I can tone them down, but I cannot make them disappear completely.
How do you stop a
To
tsunami?
do so could devastate the ecosystem.
Huh. I don't see a method that gets me points.
I do not see how preventing a catastrophic event from happening could be a bad thing.
Mother Nature must be respected.
I knew it.
If I stop a tsunami completely, it could still happen somewhere else.
I still don't
If I
understand how you're
disrupt the
stopping a
balance,
tsunami.
it becomes dangerous for myself and others.
Tsunamis are caused by earthquakes,
Now I see.
aren't they?
That is a lot of responsibility for one person.
It can be, but I've learned to handle it.
Has someone you saved ever been upset by your actions?
Yes and no. It depends on the situation. Most people are grateful for their lives.
And the others?
They are angry I did not do more.
That is just part of the job.
None of us do
Yes!
what we do to be showered with praise or worshipped. We see how our impact on others can be kind or ugly.
I wish the reactions to your heroics were good.
It would be nice.
It's okay. If someone feels better for treating me as the bad guy, it means their anger won't go towards something destructive. Think
That's
of
an
it
interesting
this
way to look at it.
Major disruptions have major consequences. Just because I can do something doesn't mean I should.
Very true. Okay, luxury bites probably not. Probably not. I don't think she's Canadian. Where's the stuff that I just picked up? Maybe this one? We're gonna go with the music box.
That
Yes!
was the most fun I've had in ages.
You're welcome. Nice conversation. Hunter, what are you up to? I could use a break. Come hang out with me. Absolutely.
Do you have a moment?
Of course. Is
I always have
something
a moment.
troubling you?
Not exactly. I wanted to thank you.
You're welcome.
For what? I have not done anything worth thanking.
That's what you think.
We're too
Ever
modest.
since
I know.
joined the Midnight Suns, you've treated me as an equal. Nothing more, nothing less.
As opposed to... I mean, yeah.
Everyone is equal in my eyes, and will always be treated the same.
I'm surprised that's a dark
nice
option.
sentiment, but ignoring your team's background and titles might do more harm than good.
But it means I'm
Get over
starting
yourself.
with a clean slate for everyone.
It is hard to ignore my pedigree. To some, I am integral to the X-Men. To others, I was once a queen.
Oh?
That does not change the way you view me.
Nope.
No, but I see where you are coming from.
You're still a person.
I wonder if I'll ever be able to shake the stigma my past lives have carried forward. It's almost suffocating.
I do not follow.
Wow. What do you think of when you hear the term leader?
Oh, damn it. Ugh. Well, we do it for the points right now.
Someone who carries a massive weight.
An invisible one.
That's actually not a bad one. I did not see that coming out of the burden choice.
There's a lot of work that goes on emotionally that is usually kept on lock. I've always felt like I need to live up to a version of myself that my team would be proud of. Someone fearless, who never makes the wrong decisions, and keeps their emotions in check.
Sounds like a lot of pressure.
It is. I wonder if I'll be able to let go and embrace every facet of the human condition without fear of losing control.
You cannot let fear control your emotions.
Mm-hmm.
You are stronger than you think.
Hard to believe that, after everything I've been through. Controlling my emotions.
You would think
is
because
one the
of
only
everything you've been through, you're
safeguards I have
stronger than you
against
think.
destruction.
You need to shed yourself of that mindset. Bad things will not happen every time you feel something negative.
Sounds like I need to trust myself more.
Yep.
I'm sure it will take many, many years for me to get over this fear. But I'm glad I've been able to share it with you.
As am
Aw,
I.
thanks.
Thank you again, Hunter.
We're all about self-improvement here. Make it rain! I'm going to survive with 5 health. Thank you. Ow. And Shazam. Nailed it. $15 damage for each storm card in hand. Next turn, draw 2. Interesting. Bring him down. Woo! I like the little tornado effect.